Battle of the Brains, presented by Invest 529, Central Virginia's high school academic quiz show. Today's match features Cave Spring High School versus the Steward School. Let's play.
Hello and welcome to Battle of the Brains, Virginia's longest-running televised high school academic quiz show. I'm your host, Cheryl Miller. Our competition welcomes teams from schools all across the Commonwealth of Virginia who are competing for a share of $20,000 in scholarship money provided by Invest 529 and the E.W. Scripps Foundation. The academic athletes joining us here today, the Knights of Cave Spring High School, coached by Tamara Carson. Located in Roanoke County, Cave Spring High School is one of two serving the region. It has a long history of academic and athletic excellence and of preparing students to be ready for whatever opportunities come their way after graduation. Also with us today, the Spartans of the Steward School, coached by Eric Hopp. The Steward School is a private day school in western Henrico County, serving pre-K through 12th grade students. The administration says the school is large enough to provide resources to explore interests across academics, athletics, and the arts, and small enough to allow personalized attention to pursue those interests. It's great to have all these students here with us today whose schools are among the top scorers on the qualifying test for Battle of the Brains. Our match today consists of 3 toss-up rounds and a category round. Players will buzz in and wait for me to call on them. Any interruption of questions with an incorrect answer will result in a point deduction. There's no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, welcome students. Let's begin with the first toss-up round. By 1750, these followers of George Fox formed a quarter of Pennsylvania's population, giving rise, Bryce.
Quakers?
That is correct, giving rise to a common nickname for the state. This NBA Hall of Famer played 11 seasons for the Philadelphia 76ers, winning an NBA championship in 1983. Name this player known as Dr. J.
Julius Erving.
That is correct, Hunter, and again, wait for me to call on you before giving an answer. What is the form of nonfiction writing often required of students on exams, contests, and college applications? Owen.
Essay?
Correct. To be or not to be, that is the question. Who asked it in a famous soliloquy in a Shakespeare play? Owen.
Hamlet?
Correct. Russia being number 1, which nation state currently ranks second in terms of territorial size? Jeffrey.
Canada.
Correct. Area of 3.855 million square miles. They are biblical figures. Name any of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Owen.
Death?
That is correct, along with famine, war, and conquest. Benito Juarez, one of Mexico's preeminent 19th century heroes, successfully resisted foreign occupation by what Austrian-born archduke and would-be emperor? Zephania.
Maximilian.
Yes.
That is correct, Emperor Maximilian I. Perhaps the single most famous proposition in the history of philosophy was uttered by which French mathematician and philosopher? Bryce.
Descartes.
That is correct. He stated in Latin, cogito ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. To prevent it from being mistaken for some similar sounding phrase, the distress call Mayday is always given how many times in a row? Jeffrey.
3.
That is correct. Precession can be induced by or free of what quantity, which is the rate of change of angular momentum and is the rotational analog of force? Bryce, I'm sorry.
Torque.
That is correct. All right, players, turn your attention to the monitors and listen carefully for a video question given by a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch. And you must wait until video questions are completed before buzzing in. Early buzzes will not be honored.
By population, which 1776 city was the largest in the colonies?
Owen.
Boston.
That is incorrect. Cave Spring? Zephaniah?
Philadelphia.
That is correct. Pencil and paper ready. What is the sum of the letters in the following number words spelled out? 6, 15, 25, and 30. Bryce.
28.
That is incorrect. Steward School? Owen?
76.
It's actually 26. 3 plus 7 plus 10 plus 6. The numbers, in the number of letters in the numbers. This man's 1975 lecture, The Image of Africa, criticized racism in the works of Joseph Conrad. Name this Nigerian author of No Longer at Ease and Things Fall Apart. Nikhil.
Achebe.
Chinua Achebe is correct. The cover of which singer's 2025 album, Man's Best Friend, made a controversy? Nikhil.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Correct. Prior to its release, it was controversial because of the picture. In a right triangle, what is the word or term for the trigonometric function that is equal to the ratio of the side adjacent to an acute angle to the hypotenuse? Bryce.
Cosine.
Correct. Cosine. In 2009, it became the first country in the world to provide every school child with free laptops and internet. Name this South American country whose capital is Montevideo. Dante.
Uruguay.
Uruguay is correct. And that buzzer means the end of our first toss-up round. A good job by our team so far. A lot more questions still to come. Up next, we'll meet today's players, and then they'll take on the category round when Battle of the Brains returns right after this.
Miss a week of Battle of the Brains? Want to catch up on the full season of play? Find full episodes on our YouTube channel. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the first toss-up round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Cave Spring High School with 80 points. Our team from the Steward School with 70 points. And we'll get back to our match just ahead. But first, let's introduce you to today's players. First, our team from Cave Spring High School. The Knights are coached by Tamara Carson. First up is Zephaniah Nembratu, who plays soccer for the school's team, enjoys watching documentaries, and is working on creating a local chapter of the Health Occupation Schools of America. We wish you luck with that. Next up is Nikhil Patel, who is a junior. Favorite movie is Into the Spider-Verse. Favorite TV show is Community. Favorite food is spaghetti. Do you do it all at once is the question. Next up is our team captain, Bryce Hagee, who loves math and history, spends time playing basketball with friends, and looks forward to studying business law in college. And wrapping up our team is Jean Picard, whose favorite subject is physics, enjoys roller skating, watching sci-fi movies, and is captain of the chess club and the debate team. That is our team from Cave Spring High School. Welcome to all of you. Good to have you here playing Battle of the Brains. Now for our team from the Steward School. We start out with Owen Engel, who is enjoys watching Leeds United soccer and baseball, is spending time volunteering and working with local political organizations, and has a passion for history and theater. Our captain is senior Jeffrey Sproul, who is a three-sport athlete, runs cross-country, swims, and plays lacrosse, and is interested in studying governance, politics, and history. Next up is Dante Castle, who is a senior, enjoys geography, calculus, and learning about other cultures, is a volunteer at the Science Museum of Virginia, plays the piano, and also enjoys volleyball. And wrapping up our team is Hunter Killian, who is first baseman for the Steward School baseball team, is a sports photographer, and enjoys playing video games such as Elden Ring and Sekiro. And that is our team from the Steward School. Great to have all of you playing Battle of the Brains with us, I think all for the first time. And now for our category round, each team will select one 10-question category from today's choices. If the team gets all of its questions correct in the allotted time, they will receive a 20-point bonus. Here are today's categories from which you may choose. They are American battle sites, idioms, and word up. We do note in this round, only the captains can officially answer for the team, though they may confer with their teammates to try to come up with the correct answer. By the rules, the high score team will get first choice of category. That is our team from Cave Spring. So Bryce, quickly talk it over with your teammates. Let me know what category you would like to play.
Honestly.
Bryce, I need an answer.
I'm going to go with American battle sites.
All right, name the state in which these battles took place. The first is Gettysburg.
Pennsylvania.
Correct. Saratoga.
It's New York.
New York.
Correct. Bunker Hill.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Correct. The Wilderness.
Ooh, that is it Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Virginia. Chickamauga.
That, I think, is Tennessee.
Tennessee.
That would be Georgia. Antietam.
Maryland.
Maryland.
Correct. Manassas.
That's also Virginia.
Virginia.
Correct. San Jacinto.
Texas.
Correct. Fort Sumter.
That's
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Correct. And finally, Little Bighorn.
South Dakota. Montana.
Let's go for it.
No, it's South Dakota, Montana.
South Dakota.
It would be Montana.
Yeah.
All right. Good job on your category. Steward School, yours will either be idioms or word up. Jeffrey, what would you and your team like to play?
Let's do word up.
All right, answer the following about words that contain the letters U and P in that order. The first is tomato-based condiment.
Ketchup.
Correct. To be curvaceous in appearance.
Supple.
That would be, we were looking for voluptuous, but supple does fit the category, judges, I believe. All right. To be declared insolvent by a court proceeding.
Bankrupt.
Correct. An apartment building without an elevator.
We're gonna have to pass on that.
That was a walk-up. 1960s girl group fronted by Diana Ross.
Supremes.
Correct. Easy basketball shot.
Layup.
Correct. Unlawful seizure of government power.
Coup.
Correct. Assuming heirs beyond one's station.
Can you repeat that?
Assuming heirs beyond one's station.
We're gonna have to pass on that.
That would be uppity.
Uppity.
Type of melon. And that would be cantaloupe. And we won't get to the last clue. Nice job with the category round by our teams. Up next, another toss-up round when Battle of the Brains continues.
Battle of the Brains is always available. Find full episodes on YouTube and follow Battle of the Brains on social media. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores following the category round here on Battle of the Brains. Our team from Cave Spring High School with 115 points. Our team from the Steward School with 95 points. Our judges not taking the answer supple in the category round. And now it's back to Battle of the Brains and another toss-up round. And a reminder to our teams, you do lose points if you interrupt a question with an incorrect answer. The other team will then have the chance to answer. And there is no conferring in the toss-up rounds. Here we go. The answer is among this list. What estimated percentage of the world's food crops do insects pollinate? 75%, 45%, 35%, or 5%? Zephaniah.
75%.
That is incorrect. Steward School? Dante?
45%.
It's actually 35% by estimate. During the Protestant Reformation, Pope Paul III assembled this ecumenical church council. Zephaniah.
The Diet of Worms.
That is incorrect. I'll finish the question. During the Protestant Reformation, Pope Paul III assembled this ecumenical church council that took on the Roman Church and reaffirmed and defined the basic tenets of Catholicism. Steward School? Jeffrey?
Is it the Inquisition?
It's the Council of Trent. Fredericksburg is a city on the Rappahannock River in Virginia. Spell Fredericksburg. Jeffrey?
F-R-E-D-E-R-I-C-K-S-B-U-R-G.
That is correct. In the comics, who appeared first, Batman or Superman?
Superman.
That is correct, Hunter. In 1938, Batman in 1939. In general, it describes a change in a wave's frequency when its source or receiver is in motion. Name this effect explaining, Jean.
Doppler effect?
That is correct. Which Jack London novel is about the adventures of a sled dog named Buck? Jeffrey.
Is it Call of the Wild?
It is Call of the Wild. The Santa Maria was the flagship of which famous explorer? Zephaniah.
Christopher Columbus.
Correct. The largest of his fleet that also included the Nina and the Pinta. Elizabeth Olsen plays the Scarlet Witch in Avengers Affinity War. As babies through 9 years old, her older twin sisters starred in which TV sitcom? Gil.
Full House.
That is correct. That was Ashley and Mary Kate Olsen. What is the type of government where a small group of people has control of a country, organization, or institution? Jeffrey.
Is it oligarchy?
That is correct. Spell oligarchy. Bryce.
O-L-I-G-A-R-C-H-Y.
That is correct. What is the two-word term for an entire ship's company, both officer and enlisted? Zephaniah.
The deck.
That is incorrect. Steward School? Jeffrey?
Is it the ship's crew?
It's all hands, like all hands on deck. The Show Me State is the official nickname of which U.S. state? Owen.
Missouri.
Missouri is correct. This mathematical theory is used in sociology, survey taking, as well as science. What is the tendency of two random variables to move in tandem that isn't scaled? Bryce?
Correlation.
That is incorrect. Steward School? Jeffrey?
Parallel.
It would be covariance. How long is the pitch in World Cup soccer? Jeffrey?
100 meters.
That is incorrect. Cave Spring? Zephaniah?
115 meters.
That would be correct. It's between 110 and 120 yards. The pitch, of course, is the field of play. What Caribbean country was ruled by father-son dictators Papa Doc and Papa Doc Duvalier? Baby Doc Duvalier. Owen. That is correct. Haiti. This element has 5 electrons in its valence shell. Name this primary component of the Earth's atmosphere. Bryce.
Nitrogen.
Correct. Atomic symbol N. You may need your pencil and paper for this one. Find the circumference of a circular disc whose area is 100 pi square centimeters. Jean.
20 pi.
That is correct. This government replaced the slogan of liberty, equality, and fraternity with work, family, and fatherland.
France.
Nikhil. That is incorrect. Name this French regime of World War II named for the city in which it was founded. Jeffrey.
Vichy, France.
That is correct. And that buzzer means one more toss-up round just ahead, and we'll double the point value. Stay tuned to see which of our teams is today's winner here on Battle of the Brains.
Love Battle of the Brains? Ready for your high school team to play next season? Go to battleofthebrains.net to learn more. Welcome back to Battle of the Brains.
And here are the scores now as we head into the final round here on Battle of the Brains. The judges have made a score adjustment over the World Cup soccer pitch score answer because it was given in meters, not yards, and that would have been a different amount. So the score now is 155 points for our team from Cave Spring, 165 points for our team from the Steward School. And now, in this last toss-up round, the point score for a correct answer is doubled, and so is the penalty for an incorrect answer given before I finish the question. There is no deduction for an incorrect answer to a completed question. All right, teams, this is our final toss-up round. Madeleine Albright, Condoleezza Rice, and Hillary Clinton all held which U.S. cabinet position? Owen.
Secretary of State.
Correct. Currently held by Marco Rubio. William M. Tweed, corrupt boss of New York City's Tammany Hall, labored in the interest of what major political party? Jeffrey.
Is it the Democratic Party?
It is the Democratic Party. All right, players, watch the monitors for a video question from a member of the Battle of the Brains Brainy Bunch.
The majority of fighting in the American Revolution took place in New York, New Jersey, and which other colony?
Zephaniah.
South Carolina.
That is correct. Appearing in the 12th century, dervishes who dedicate themselves to poverty and austerity are to be found as devotees of what religion? Zephaniah.
Islam.
Correct. Whose law posits that anything that can go wrong will go wrong?
Murphy's.
Owen. Correct. Murphy's Law. In this opera, the counsel, Sharpless, urges U.S. Navy Lieutenant Pinkerton to return to his American fiancée and abandon his lover, Cho-Cho-san. Cho-Cho-san then kills herself in which Giacomo Puccini opera? Nikhil.
Madam Butterfly.
Correct. In Olympic archery, what is the point value of the inner gold ring? Owen.
10.
Correct. What physical boundary marked the Roman emperor's northwest frontier?
Hadrian's Wall.
That is correct. It was divided into Western and Eastern periods interrupted by the rule of Wang Mang and saw China change from a Taoist to Confucian state. Identify this Chinese dynasty that lasted from 206 BC until AD 220. Owen.
Han.
Han Dynasty is correct. What geographic feature lies at 66 minutes and 30 seconds north latitude? Rice.
Arctic Circle.
Correct. Born in Pascagoula, Mississippi, this singer-songwriter was known for his island escapism. Name the singer of the songs. Owen.
Jimmy Buffett.
Correct. He died in September of 2023. Don't let this question bury you. Spell cemetery. Zephaniah.
C-E-M-E-T-A-R-Y.
That is incorrect. Steward School. Owen.
C-E-M-E-N-T-E-R-Y.
That is also incorrect. It's C-E-M-E-T-E-R-Y. In which South American country is La Paz the capital? Zephaniah.
Bolivia.
Correct. You may need your pencil and paper. What is the slope of the line that is perpendicular to the graph of the equation 5x minus 3y equals 19? Jeffrey.
Is it negative 1/5?
It is not. Cave Spring. Jean.
5/3.
That is incorrect. It's negative 3/5. He co-owns a minor league baseball team in South Carolina called the River Dogs. Name this Illinois-born star of such films, including Ghostbusters, Groundhog Day, and Caddyshack. Nikhil.
Bill Murphy.
That is incorrect. Steward School. Jeffrey.
Bill Murray?
Bill Murray is correct. In a famous poster, who does Smokey Bear say is the only person who can prevent forest fires? Jeffrey.
You.
Correct. Which former U.S. president served his country as one of the youngest U.S. Navy fighter pilots in World War II? Zephaniah.
George Bush the Elder.
That is correct, at age 18. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was Walt Disney's first feature film. What 1940 film featuring the Blue Fairy was his second? Zephaniah.
Fantasia.
That is incorrect. Steward School. Jeffrey.
Is it Cinderella?
It is Pinocchio. What former city located on an island in Lake Texcoco was the site of La Noche Triste? Jeffrey.
Tenochtitlan?
That is correct. And that buzzer is the end of our game. While our judges double check the final score, here's a reminder of how to stay connected with us here at Battle of the Brains.
Stay up to date on Battle of the Brains. Follow along as your favorite teams advance this season. Visit battleofthebrains.net to learn more and follow along at Battle of the Brains on social media. Join us next week on Battle of the Brains as we welcome students from Spotsylvania High School playing against students from Monacan High School. Don't miss the action.
And now here's the final score for today's match, determining which of our teams will go on to the next round in this season's competition. Ending with a final score of 295 points, our team from Cave Spring High School. Great job today by Jean, Bryce, Nikhil, and Zephaniah. I'm sorry, I keep mispronouncing your name, Zephaniah. And now with our winning score of 345 points, our team from Steward School. Great job today by Owen, Jeffrey, Dante, and Hunter, and we will see you in round 2 as Battle of the Brains continues. I'm Cheryl Miller. Thank you so much for watching and playing along here on Battle of the Brains, and we'll see you back here next week. Great match, teams.
Game over. Thank you for watching Battle of the Brains, presented by Invest 529. Goodbye.